Nice, quiet day today. Working in a nice, quiet house with a curious cat and avoiding a grumpy carpenter. He's grumpy because he's hot. So he made the comment that murders go up in the summertime. And since he's a little on the crazy side, I figured I'd just avoid him all day. Yeah, that works. I would hate to see him snap and hurt me or something, so. I did tell him, I said, you're so grumpy, I feel like throwing a glass of water on you and telling you to cool off. Okay, so onwards and upwards, moving along on this renovation with my cat that is bumping the camera here. But anyways, take a little break from sealing the grout. I love sealing grout. In fact, I love the shower I'm doing. It's beautiful. It's going to feel good to get that project off my back. It's been a monkey on my back for a while. Yep. Yeah. So everybody has flying monkeys. They let them loose once in a while. Oh, and I just love it when they come flying my direction. That's always fun. I have an interesting life when I think about it. Hold on. Here. When I think about my interesting life and how many times I've been called a witch and a bitch and then every other name in the book, it gets to be funny. I just end up starting to make comedy about it. Everybody has bad days and good days, and I really do my best to stay balanced. So for every fortunate event that's happened, I think about the unfortunate events that have happened. And then for every unfortunate event that's happened, I think about all the fortunate events that's happened and how I can't blame anybody for who I am. And I actually like myself pretty good. I like myself. I could be worse. I could be better, but I could be worse. And some people seem to not believe that about me. I work hard at what I do. And some of the things I do, I don't get paid for it. The government doesn't pay women to have children, especially if they're stay-at-home mothers. They don't get paid. So I was raised by someone that taught me a penny saved is a penny earned. So I think about all of the wonderful times I've served people and did not get paid for it. If they had had to hire me, they couldn't have paid me enough because that would make me a prostitute. And I'm not that. No, I'm not. Yeah. And that would have made me a chef serving meals. I would have been paid for every meal I cooked. I would have been a professional chef. I can cook some pretty good meals. All of the houses that I've designed and interior decorated on the inside, that would have made me an interior decorator. I could have made a lot of money as an interior decorator. Or a tile setter. I'm so thankful I had a chance to go to school and work with professional tile setter so I could learn how to set tile and save money. Instead of hiring a high-end tile setter, I got to do the work myself. And then I got to make it look just the way I wanted it to. Almost. Using recycled material for the most part, because I like to do that to save the impact on our environment as much as possible. That's just who I am. It's in my family lineage to do that. My dad once built a chair out of cardboard. He just glued big sheets of cardboard into a block and then took his chainsaw and cut out a seat and a back and arms and then covered it with green indoor-outdoor carpeting and then put it right in our living room, right next to his wood stove. I can remember being so embarrassed to bring home friends. That's my dad's throne. Let's go ahead and play in my bedroom. Oh, God, I had a great dad. Really great sense of humor. Thank goodness. And I'm thankful that I have a healthy body and healthy hands, a little arthritis, but you know, and a healthy brain. And I have a fun life and fun stories. I've gotten to do things a lot of people have not had a chance to, like skydiving and going to the University of Oregon and delivering speeches and getting published in anthologies for their poetry and getting to see a book upstairs at the night library that was covered in human skin left over from the Holocaust. Not very many people get to see those kind of things. I did. And then I got to be in a movie. That was fun. I got to play an undercover police officer who did a drug bust with a machine gun in my hand. And I got to let loose my flying monkeys and get paid for it. I know how to scream. And I can scream really loud. I can blow the roof off of the house if I want to and crack open heaven so God hears me. And all the angels stand to attention and they listen to me too. Yes, they do. It's the truth. When I get on my knees and start praying, shit happens. Entire states start to burn down, and hurricane-force floods and winds and tornadoes and golf ball size storms, and whole cities start to riot and loot. And when I start praying, God listens, and pretty soon the whole world is going nuts. But one day, it will all magically disappear. And then everyone will have their own little hut to sit in, and they will have a fig tree in their backyard, because the Bible says so. Everyone should have a fig tree in their backyard and sit under the shade of their fig tree, because the Bible says so. That's what I am of the opinion of, but I happen to like figs. It figures. The fresher, the better. And mulberries. Here we go around the mulberry bush. Actually, I have a mulberry tree, and I love mulberries, and so does one of my daughters. I planted it in her honor. And I believe by faith that someday at least a few of my children may come back and be amazed at their mother and what she's accomplished in life and what she hasn't done in life. I would like to go down in history as the woman who could have but didn't. Because there's a lot of worse things I could have done with my life and didn't. I have one of those evil genius brains. I lie awake at night and I concoct various forms of plans on how to take over the world and terrorize people in a chicken outfit. That would be fun. It's a taxi driver in a chicken outfit, giving people a whirlwind tour of Oregon before I kick them out of my van and tell them if they can't handle the crazy, stay the hell out of Oregon, and drop them off at the train station after I pick them up at the airport. Show them pictures of all of my felons that I'm aware of in this area and tell them stories about all the people I know while I have a video playing in the back seat of the horror films, the 72-hour horror film festival with all my friends that filmed short little horror clips that were filmed in this area, and having that playing in the back of the taxi and just freak them out. They'd never want to come back to Oregon again, I'm sure of it. Oh yes, I also got to be in one of them. And a music video. Got to help sew dog ears. I love sewing, and I got to help support my friends. And we had a blast. And I got to take one of my children's stuffies, little stuffed kitty cats, and it's in the horror film. Sorry, it was hanging from a tree. All these little stuffed animals were lynched and hanging down from a tree. So I like the experiences I've had that I've gone through. I've been privileged to go through. I wouldn't change a single thing. Because I can't.